Hello friends, and welcome to tonight's beer review. Tonight we will be reviewing Sierra Nevada Porter. So, this came out of their winter seasonal pack. Not too. I think it's one of those ones that are carried year round though. So let's go and read the label, shall we? Sierra Nevada Classic Porter is a testament to roasted malts which give it a rich, bittersweet, and roasted coffee-like flavor. This all-American adaptation of the traditional working man's ale is well-balanced and a perfect complement to a variety of foods. Before Sierra Nevada was a reality, nights were spent perfecting homebrew recipes and dreaming of starting a brewery. One of our favorite beers was a porter. Made before roasted malts were readily available, we spent time in the kitchen roasting barley for our own malt. The result is a big malt flavor, rich, bittersweet, and roasted. Okay, this is 5.6 ABV, so it's about average for the style. Let this one warm up a little bit outside the fridge. Still probably a little bit too chilled, but such is the vicissitudes of life, eh? Give it a nice vigorous pour. And, wow, this is very dark for a porter. Very, very dark ruby. I'm holding it up right up to the bulb and virtually no light's getting through. So very dark ruby. Fairly thick tan head. And when they said chocolate, wow, they weren't kidding. This is pretty heavy on the baker's chocolate in the smell there. Touches of toasted bread. Cacao nibs. And an underlying backbone of that sort of brewing coffee smell. Fairly easy drinking. In the mid palate is a sort of coffee flavor. I would say, medium to light roasted coffee. Front is lightly sweet. It's very brief though. The finish is pretty interesting. Of course, the long finish is sort of roasted, lingering malts and some hoppy bitterness. But interestingly enough, there's quite a hop signature here. It's definitely, West Coast style. Yeah, just a touch of the, I would say, like, orangey, lemonish citrus flavor. Kind of underneath that sort of roasted malt. And some florals to the hops too. But it's definitely malt predominant, as a style should be. And I would have to say that the heavier hopping than what you would expect for a porter doesn't get in the way, so I'm actually kind of liking that. There's almost hints of cola in the front and in the finish. Oh, why does it always go blurry like that? I have no idea why. Okay, pull out, pull out, pull out. This camera is no good. There we go. It's kind of interesting how the bitter and sweet sort of playing off of each other in the front and in the finish. It's almost like they're, kind of, it's a nice interplay. It's almost like they're alternating as it rolls over the tongue. Speaking of, it's a fairly thin mouthfeel. It's thinner than I would expect. I'm remarking on it because for some people that's very important, but, it's not overly thin. I'm finding it's, on the thin side, but not to the point where it's... Well, I think I pretty much sussed this one out fairly early. There isn't much to say about it, other than the fact that it's pretty darn good. Might be a little bit too hoppy for people looking for something more along the lines of a traditional porter. I don't find the hopping gets in the way too much of the taste profile. The malts and, it's still well balanced according to my book. So I would say it's definitely worth a try. Sierra Nevada Porter. Go out and try some. It's pretty rare that you'll go wrong with the Sierra Nevada brand, that's for sure. Well, folks, that's your beer review for tonight. Cheers.